What's up everybody, it's Robin Gaming here. So some of you might not notice about me because I've never really made videos on the series, I guess. I used gameplay in the past, but that's about it. But I'm a massive fan of the Skate series. Those were some of the, Skate 2 and to a lesser extent Skate 3 were some of the games on PS3 I had the absolute most fun with, put hundreds of hours into them. And yeah, I've been wishing for a sequel ever since. It's a little bit of a shame I can't use Skate gameplay in this video because my PS3 broke a while back, so that's why, I can't really play it at the moment anymore. But like I said, I've been wishing and hoping for a sequel, a Skate 4 for such a long time now. It was looking very unlikely because EA made some bad mistakes pretty much with the series. They did Skate 2, it was quite successful, but then after that they already kind of start somewhat milking the series because the third game literally came out a year after the second game had come out. It didn't sell super well, not that many people were talking about it, and so Skate 3 was kind of, just not a big success. They closed down the studio that made all those games, and so it was looking very, very unlikely for a sequel to actually still happen at some point. It actually had some interest all of a sudden sparked again after big Let's Players like PewDiePie started playing it, on his YouTube channel. So millions of people all of a sudden were really interested in the game, and there was actually some demand for Skate 3 all of a sudden, which caused EA to actually have to manufacture more discs for the game like a few years after it had come out, which was pretty cool. And it kind of, I guess, also re-sparked my hope that, a sequel could eventually still happen. I don't care that PewDiePie promotes it, it's fine, as long as I'm getting my Skate 4, you know what I mean? So, this is the thing, fans have been screaming for a sequel ever since, including myself. I really wanted one to happen, and a few days ago was the very first time that we've had some concrete evidence from EA that it might actually be coming. So, one of the EA senior community managers called Daniel Lingen, with the Twitter handle HuskyHog, tweeted really simply the hashtag Skate4. That's all he did, and that tweet kind of blew up. At the moment it has over 20,000 retweets, a news site started talking about it and stuff, and I think it's just a legitimate sort of like attempt by EA to see if people are still interested in the game or not, and to spark some excitement at the same time as well. And that's definitely working out because, yeah, many people are, talking about it right now, and that makes me very happy. I just hope that this means that EA is simply really teasing that it's actually going to happen and that we are getting a new Skate game. That would just be awesome. Those games were so fun, and I guess I can really quickly get into what I would like to see personally from a Skate 4, but what I'm also a little afraid about myself. See, I loved Skate 2. That game was so awesome. It had a realistic style. It was really about skateboarding at its core. Had a great online community. When the third game came out, although many people actually enjoy it and think it's their favorite or something, I don't see it that way at all, because I feel that with Skate 3, they went with a more cartoony graphical style. All of a sudden, the Hall of Me challenges, which is basically like, just bailing and stuff, it wasn't as much about tricks anymore. It was more about doing just crazy shit and falling the whole time and trying to jump from certain towers and stuff like that. And that's not what skateboarding should be about to me. Those games, what they do so well is the actual skateboarding, flickered controls with the right analog stick that you use to actually pull off the tricks. It was such a unique new system that they used for that. That was so, like, it wasn't really easy to learn. It was definitely hard to master, but you really had to be skilled. But once you are, and once you put the time into it, it's so much fun to see what you can actually pull off. And I like that it was a more realistic skating game, while at the same time you still had these extreme skate parks and cool tricks you could do, and just, big gaps and stuff like that. I hope personally, if they do a Skate 4, that they go back a little to the roots of what, the original Skate and Skate 2 did, which is focus actually on the skateboarding and not as much the crazy shit around it. Now, like I said, because people like PewDiePie made the series so big, and the fact that, right now it seems a lot of kids are into the series, I'm afraid that they're gonna focus even more on what Skate 3 did, and I would personally not like that too much. At the same time, it's still gonna be a skate game if it comes out now in the new consoles, the Xbox One, PS4, maybe even a PC. I don't think any of the skate games came out on PC. Maybe the original, I'm not sure. But yeah, like I would just love to see one, because those games are so fun. As I said, I put a massive amount of time into them back on those old consoles. I'm sure I would do the absolute same with the new one. Hell, they could even, for all I care, they could just remaster Skate 2 for me. I'd be just as happy, because I know I would still play the absolute shit out of it on my PS4. I just want a skate game to play, you know what I mean? It's a series that right now is simply not available on the platform, and yeah, I know I would play the absolute hell out of it. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think EA is trying to do here with this hashtag Skate4, tweet, and do you think it's actually gonna happen? Have you played the skate games, and what would things you want from a Skate 4. And with that being said, thanks a lot for watching everyone, and hope to see you again next time.